A girl stood before an abandoned radio tower. One of them was excitedly rubbing her hands together while the other's legs were shaking. Her best friend was a rock-climbing expert who thrived on danger, while the girl was terrified of heights. But to prove herself, she gritted her teeth and began climbing. Just a few steps up, the girl nearly lost her footing and fell. Even more dangerous, the rust-covered tower frame was showing cracks, with loose bolts swaying precariously in the wind. Fortunately, after 2 hours of climbing, they finally reached the top. For the first time, the girl experienced the feeling of seeing the world spread out below her. But her friend went even crazier, untying her safety rope and hanging from one hand at 10,000 feet. However, the nightmare began during their descent. The ladder suddenly broke, leaving the girl suspended in mid-minus air. Her friend desperately tried to save her, but the platform was too small with insufficient support points. The girl could only swing like a pendulum in the air, facing potential death at any moment. Fortunately, her friend stayed calm and pulled the girl back up. When they tried to call for help, they discovered that at 10,000 feet, their phones had no signal whatsoever. So her friend came up with a plan to lower the phone on a rope to find signal. But the rope was too short, she had to hang from the broken ladder, risking her life for a chance at survival. However, the text message still failed to send. The girl had a flash of inspiration and simply threw the phone down. Her friend took off her shoe to wrap the phone, and the two threw it from 10,000 feet, hoping for rescue. Just then, her friend spotted someone below. But despite screaming until their throats were raw, the man was focused on his phone call and didn't hear their cries for help. More than 10 hours passed, and both girls were weak from hunger and thirst. Her friend decided to personally climb down to retrieve their backpack containing water and food. This was their only chance for survival. She tied the rope securely and climbed down the platform without hesitation. But due to her physical weakness, she had an accident the moment she let go of the ladder. Luckily, her climbing experience prevented a direct fall, but the backpack was right there, yet she couldn't quite reach it. She was still just a tiny bit short. In desperation, she jumped directly onto the satellite dish. After successfully getting water, she drank greedily to restore her strength, but the return journey was even more perilous. Standing on the bent steel pipe, she used a selfie stick to reach for the rope and nearly pulled herself down. So she stared intently at the backpack, slowly crouched down, then leapt forward and firmly grabbed it. Through their teamwork, the girl successfully got water to drink. Just then, her friend told the girl that she had died long ago. It turned out that her friend had an accident while trying to grab the backpack during the climb. The girl had imagined the backpack as her friend. In despair, the girl collapsed at the top of the tower, waiting for death to come.